demanded that the government launches an immediate inquiry into child exploitation in Britain, despite not doing that 14 years in power. And this comes as Keir Starmer is attacked over his handling of the Oldham grooming gang scandal when he was head of the Crown Prosecution Service.
Keir Starmer की लीडरशिप ऑफ द लेबर पार्टी अब इंटेंस स्क्रूटनी में है और पार्टी के अंदर और बाहर का माहौल काफी टर्बुलेंट है। जो आदमी पहले पार्टी का यूनिफाइंग फोर्स माना जाता था, अब वही सबसे बड़ा मसला बन गया है और जो हो रहा है उसको नज़रअंदाज करना मुश्किल है। रीसेंट हफ्तन में पार्टी के अंदर मास काउंसिल रेजिग्नेशंस के कई केसेस सामने आए हैं और साथ ही उसके क्राउन प्रोसिक्यूशन सर्विस (CPS) के टेन्योर के दौरान के रिपोर्ट्स भी सामने आए हैं जो स्टारमर के लिए डैमेजिंग साबित हो रहे हैं। ये कंट्रोवर्सीज बढ़ रही हैं और लेबर पार्टी इंटरनल केओस और एक्सटर्नल क्रिटिसिज्म का सामना कर रही है, जो स्टारमर के पॉलिटिकल जर्नी पर नेगेटिव असर डाल सकती है। मास काउंसिल रिजाइनेशंस से लेकर DPP के तौर पर उसके टेन्योर के डैमेजिंग रिपोर्ट्स तक, वो सब कंट्रोवर्सीज स्टैक्ड हैं और ये प्रॉब्लम्स PM के पॉलिटिकल फ्यूचर को अफेक्ट कर सकती हैं और अच्छा नहीं होगा। भविष्य लार्जली अनप्रेडिक्टेबल है, लेकिन इतना जरूर कहा जा सकता है कि लेबर और स्टारमर एक बम्पी राइड के लिए तैयार हैं जो महीनों तक चल सकती है। आज के इस डिस्कशन में हम उन चैलेंजेस का जायजा लेंगे जो स्टारमर के शॉर्ट करियर के पॉसिबल एंड के पीछे हैं और शॉकिंग डिटेल्स रिवील करेंगे जो आपने पहले नहीं देखी या सुनी होंगी।
5 years, if I'm right, and quite rightly too. I'm not complaining the slightest. But you looked at my record for 5 years with me as I was doing the job, facing your questions. You've got access to all of the material, so in a sense you can look at it. I've set out what I did. I actually changed the system because I could see some of the things that were going wrong. I wasn't prepared. Unlike some Tory politicians, I'm not tweeting about it or talking about it. I got on with changing it. In relation to the serious point you do make, because this is the victims here suffered terrible abuse, unthinkable, unspeakable, genuinely sickening abuse, and then they weren't listened to. That has to be taken seriously. We have to do everything we possibly can to make sure that never happens again. That's why I made the changes I did within criminal justice. Among the reasons I came into politics was because I felt that it couldn't all be done.
We are starting with the problem of mass council resignations. Around 20 members of the Brockow Borough Council Labour Group, including council leader Milan Radulovic, accused Starmer of abandoning core Labour values. They highlighted issues such as the means testing of winter fuel payments, handling of WASPy women's state pension age changes, and Labour's response to Israel's actions in Gaza. The group stated with a heavy heart that they could no longer remain in a party that discarded traditional Labour values under Keir Starmer's leadership. From cutting the winter fuel allowance for 11 million pensioners, keeping the 2-child benefit cap for struggling families, increasing bus fares across towns and cities, betraying WASPy women pensioners, to offering a weak response to the genocide in Gaza, they argued this was not the Labour Party they once campaigned for. It was not the party Starmer promised the public. Voters were told to expect change, but received more of the same, attacking the most vulnerable to protect the wealthy and powerful. The councillors forming a new group called the Brockow Independents also announced that a county councillor and around 100 members were leaving the party.
Disassemble the elite in this country and to return local democracy and local services back to local people where it belongs.
Collectively, these councillors represent over 200 years of Labour membership, and their resignations were not impulsive but a planned response to Starmer's deviation from what many consider the party's traditional values. This has significant implications for the party, as Labour has now lost overall control of Broxtowe Borough Council, which it had gained in 2023. The discontent is not limited to Brockow, it is spreading across the UK, highlighting a deeper issue within the party. When lifelong Labour supporters begin exiting, it signals a deeply rooted identity crisis. One councillor, Ross Bofinger, even posted a picture of an old Labour Party membership card on social media with a statement saying he was leaving because the party had grown increasingly distant from ordinary members.
No, he was. Let me finish. No, he was.
I can debunk exactly what you're saying.
And she is saying, which I think is right.
He didn't do any good work.
She is saying
he didn't prosecute a single person.
She is saying let's act on what the other inquiries have done. None of the 20 recommendations have been put.
We haven't had a grooming gang inquiry.
And
we haven't had an inquiry into the grooming gang.
Elon Musk has shone a light.
You're peddling it as Starmer would say.
Another piece of evidence shows that the party's problems are not merely regional, but national. With Labour already losing support due to Starmer's missteps, the situation is set to worsen. A major scandal that has shaken the UK since Starmer took over from the Conservatives is the Oldham grooming gang scandal. The issue is not just the scandal itself, but how Starmer and his team handled it. The UK government, in London's reluctance to institute a panel of inquiry into this heinous crime, has faced significant backlash. Several reports revealed serious failures by local authorities and law enforcement, and Starmer's CP's tenure coincided with these events. The reports described the abuse as epidemic, and while the CP's was responsible for approving serious charges, there were widespread delays and dismissals of cases. These fresh revelations have prompted a new inquiry, with demands for accountability led by Conservative Party leader Keir Starmer and her Reform UK counterpart Nigel Farage.
Later today, he will tell Labour MPs, including in Telford, Rochdale, Bristol, Derby, Aylesbury, Oldham, Bradford, Peterborough, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, Ramsgate, to tell all of these people to vote against a national inquiry into the gangs which have systematically gang-raped children in their constituencies. This is one of the worst scandals in British history, Mr. Speaker.
Sorry? This is a very, very important issue that does matter to the country. It matters to all our constituents. I want to make sure they can hear what's being said by the Leader of the Opposition and the Prime Minister.
Although the issues highlighted so far contribute to Labour's recent struggles in every post-election poll, the challenges facing the party run deeper. There are apparent factions within Labour, with dissatisfaction over Starmer's perceived lack of discipline and frustrations regarding his obvious missteps seen as the main causes. Since taking over the country in a landslide victory, things have not improved as promised during the campaigns. In fact, they have arguably become worse.
There is a budget coming in October, and it's going to be painful. We have no other choice, given the situation that we're in. Those with the broadest shoulders should bear the heavier burden. And that's why we're cracking down on non-doms. Those who made the mess should have to do their bit to clean it up. And that's why we're strengthening the powers of the water regulator.
The economy, weakened by years of underinvestment and political instability, has continued to decline under Starmer's leadership, with inflation rising and a worsening cost of living crisis. Yet Starmer and his ministers have done little beyond complaining about how difficult everything has become.
A shared ambition, growth. You have to grow your business, and I have to grow my country. I'll leave it to you to decide if you think voters or shareholders are the more forgiving audience. But without growth, let's just agree, it's a difficult conversation, whoever you're talking to. And that therefore growth is the cause that binds us together, the shared endeavour of prosperity. It's why we've made it the #1 test of this government. And I'm determined to do everything in my power to galvanise growth.
Rather than establishing a new direction for the UK to recover from the torpor of austerity and the lingering damage caused by Brexit, the most notable political achievement of the Starmer administration so far has been to dramatically cut a benefits program that helps the elderly heat their homes. He has also introduced policies widely seen as detrimental to the public interest, including refusing to scrap the two-child benefit limit, despite promising to do so when running for Labour leader in 2020. Many people today struggle to make ends meet, held back by low-paying jobs, a social security system that subjects them to indignity, and a public sector weakened by a decade of cuts. Starmer had pledged to reform universal credit, abolish inhumane work capability assessments, and remove punitive sanctions like the two-child limit and benefits cap. But on 16 July, he told the BBC's Laura Kuenssberg that Labour would not change the Tory policy on the two-child limit, sparking outrage among campaigners and his own party, coupled with budget issues and increased taxes. Contrary to pre-election promises, Starmer's popularity is sinking, highlighting the uphill task he faces to regain public trust. Do you think Starmer has made things worse in the UK? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.